Hi everyone. Welcome to my first video of SCP Site Roleplay. Today we will talk about the new update of the customization part 2. This is the customization update after part 1. I will show in this video what will be new and what will change or will get a new design or will be remade. Just to be clear, this has been told from my own perspective, so may not be quite correct or equal if it turns out as I tell it. I have made a selection for you with what I know or have heard, what I see from my own perspective, and what seems impossible or unrealistic to me. Let's dive right in. First of all, the menu may get some change. From my perspective, it seems very good, but I don't put it away that they might have changed this as a surprise. Then, the team selector will also get some changes because the internal security team will be added. I will tell more about this department later. Now, we are going out with the menu and we're going to watch the game. Let's go. So here we are in the 05 office. The first thing I want to talk to you about, because of the unclear reason, is that in the previous update, part 1, there was normally a possibility to edit the 05 office spaces. For no clear reason, this has been cancelled and will probably be carried out in this update. This was it for the 05 offices. We go straight to the next one. Here we stand for internal affairs, where the year and also the brand new internal security department will take place. It's on the other side in the control room opposite the administrative corridor. If you want to come the internal security, then I have good news. It will cost no less than 600 Robux, so the department is convenient to purchase. And if you don't want to put your Robux in that, you can try to ask for people to donate. Or you can try to go to the Discord server and participate in the giveaways. Maybe you'll win once.
You're gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, and you must be kidding.
Let's show you some things about internal security. Let's go. So here in this room, the internal security will take place and you will also be teleported here if you enter the department. This is also the first time I show SCP's stuff in the game itself if it hasn't been officially released yet. You can see it very nicely with the moving camera from the previous update too. The first photo also didn't give us a good picture of how or what it would be. The same cannot be said about the ear place because it is not on camera, because they probably want to leave this behind the scenes. What we did get is a picture of the developers. Here is the picture where we can already see a lot of interesting things like the broadcast board, where I never see anything on it. So my comment on those signs is a bit negative. After the visibility, the design has become very beautiful. Now that if you have looked at the sign, they seem very small. And this also makes me think that the broadcast system may not come up here either, and instead of this, something else will be on it. You can also see a few offices here where the ear will be able to sit. They look pretty basic offices, but they do look very nice from this perspective. We also see a passage here to a room with lockers and probably also a changing room. Also some cozy benches with this ceiling amplifier. And a staircase that probably goes to the upper office spaces.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock!
Now the checkpoint.
Yes! 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 Yes!
Here is a picture from the developers. The whole checkpoint is going to change.
All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces, bright and early for their daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Tears are filling up their glasses. No expression, no expression. Hide my head, I wanna drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow.
Goodbye, old checkpoint forever. I know this is hard news, but the old checkpoint will continue to exist in our hearts. Here will you go if you're Foundation Personal. And here if you're Class D. The rest is a bit the same as before. You see some place to sit, and you also see a microwave oven here. Even if you look closely, you will see a window here that is slightly smaller than the window at the Class D entrance of the checkpoint. From my perspective, this is an observation room, and also a security room. So this probably won't be together in one room like it used to be. You can also see a vending machine here that used to be on the other side of the door. I don't really have much to say about the station of the tram line because it is not so clear in the photo whether something has changed. Now we go to Connex.
Yes! 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 Yes!
As you can see, Connex is also completely changed. For the rest, you see that the texture of the building is changing and that there are also tracks as in lower to transport carts of materials through the area. If you look closely, you will also see that this would be the place of the entrance. My feedback on these screenshots is that the cart is better not to stand at the passage because it is easier to continue walking there. For the rest, I don't really have more to say about Connex corridors. Now we continue to the elevator to Connex lower. The first thing we see is that the lift seems longer and wider. The space has also become much more spacious. If we look closely, what I notice first is a heavy door where the armory used to be. But if we look closely, we don't see a poster here where the door will lead. So I can't say much about this. But what I think is that this can be a new breach shelter, or that this can be an armory but bigger. The next thing is that we see that we are on an observation platform. What I also noticed is that just like in Connex and Connex lower, there are tracks on it to advance material. It will therefore be logical that the lift part will land on a platform with tracks built into clicking together for getting the transport with materials further to lower. For the rest, we see some lights and the stairs that come back. For the rest, I don't really see anything new. Now the NUKE room. I didn't see any information or photos about the NUKE room. It will probably be a bit more detailed and also get the same Connex new design. Now the chaos base. First of all, I have a lot of questions about this room, why they need such a large room. Also that it looks almost as big as SCP-610. We also see a few lighthouses around the place of incarceration here, and a storage bridge with a track for storage carts. We also see all corridors through the room that do not really show where they lead with the same traces. And a weird little sale shop, maybe it's their armory. Although it is very big, I think it is very beautiful. Now we go to the CDC. In the CDC there will also be some changes, all kinds of things like the recreation revamp. The first thing I really notice is that there is a laundry room. This will probably be for the CD to give small works if they are not tested. This room will also take place on the other side of the CDC because of the benches I see. For the rest, I don't really see anything new here, except the nail board and the new glass design. Sewer are also made a bit bigger and more realistic. The same thing happened with the vends. SCP-049, first of all, his room is very laid out in nature, but for the rest I only see that he is locked up in a wooden hut. Wow. You've completely finished watching the video when you see this. Thanks in advance for liking and subscribing to me. And for the people who haven't subscribed, I send one for one SCP-096 on you.
You better sub me now.
TX for watching, and I see you in the next video. See you
Later.